Good morning, everybody. Today, the Click and Learn team is still in Puerto Rico. We're staying near the San Juan area, and we streamed for almost, I think, over 4 hours yesterday, doing all kinds of different stuff. And yesterday, I was playing the Municipalities of Puerto Rico game. It's in our free this week category on our website, and I think I'll even show you that. So if you go to free Click and Learn games, in free Click and Learn games, these should come up. You can learn all the municipalities A to F, and then G to O, P to Y, and then the municipalities all. The distinction with the game that where you play all of the municipalities is there's all 78 in that game, and the colors disappear. And last night we saw Mark learn all of them in a day, all 78. He scored very well. I think he got 100%, which was incredible to watch on stream. But I need to see if I can get 100% on the first 28 because I learn at a slightly different pace. But we're going to go through it and see how well we do. So I just showed you how to get to the website. What we'll do here is I'll go municipalities A through F. I'll collect single player and turn off the sound and hit go. Juntas, Aguada, Aguadilla, Aguas Buenas, Ay Bonito, Añasco, Arecibo. And I'll play those again just to solidify them. Juntas, Aguada, Aguadilla, Aguas Buenas, Ay Bonito, Añasco, Arecibo. Next is 14 questions. Juntas, Aguada, Aguadilla, Aguas Buenas, Ay Bonito, Añasco, Arecibo, Arroyo, Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, Cabo Rojo, Caguas, Camoy. I'm going to play those last 7 again just to help solidify them a little better in my mind. So rocking and rolling, seeing how we do. I'm going to hit repeat the last 7. That's funny. Arroyo. Okay. That's Caguas. Oh, Arroyo, the little yo-yo. I knew that. This is why I do it more than once. Bayamon, Cabo Rojo, Caguas. Come on. Repeat. Arroyo, Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, Cabo Rojo, Caguas, Camoy. Arroyo, Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, Cabo Rojo, Caguas, Camoy. Arroyo, Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, Cabo Rojo, Caguas, Camoy. We'll go up to 21. Juntas, Aguada, Aguadilla, Aguas Buenas, Ay Bonito, Añasco, Arecibo, Arroyo, Barceloneta. Then we're going to hit up Barranquitas, Bayamon, Cabo Rojo, Caguas, Camoy, Canovanas, Carolina, Catano, Calle. That's Ciba, Sidra, Ciba, Quiales, Sidra. So those C's, yesterday the A's and the C's were giving me a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to repeat the last 7. Canovanas, Carolina, Catano, Calle, Ciba, Ciales, Sidra. Repeat 7. Canovanas, Carolina, Catano, Calle, Ciba, Ciales, Sidra. Repeat 7. Canovanas, Carolina, Catania, Calle, Ciba, Ciales, Sidra. Canovanas, Carolina, Catania, Calle, Ciba, Ciales, Sidra. Doing great. Okay. Oh, hello. We have someone being welcomed onto the stream today. Thank you so much for watching. Nabil Rafa, thank you. Yeah, I'm learning the municipalities of Puerto Rico. There's 78 in total. And the games are constructed where you can learn 27, 28, and 23 at a time. And then without any colors to give you hints, you can do all 78 in one game. This game is free this week on our website. So if you'd like to play along on clickandlearn.fun, please go right ahead. But if you'd like to keep watching me play, then now it's more than welcome too. Thank you for joining us today, Nabil. Alrighty, so we're rocking and rolling. I think I'm just going to do another repeat 7 of these just so I have it fully locked in before I go for the full 28 of this game. So I'm going to go here. Canovanas, Carolina, Catania, Calle, Ciba, Ciales, and Sidra. Alrighty, let's go for the last 28. Ajuntas, Aguada, Aguadilla, Aguas Buenas, Ay Bonito, Añasco, Arecibo, Arroyo, Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, Cabo Rojo, Caguas. Okay, you can do this. That's Cuomo. I did forget Caguas. Oh, Caguas. Caguas is right there. Then Camoy, Canovanas, Carolina, Catania. Alrighty. Calle, Ciba, Ciales. And then we have Sidra, Cuomo, Comerio, Corozal, Culebra, Dorado, Fajardo, Florida. All right, so I'm going to repeat that 7 again. I did a little better on the home stretch. Oh, Nabil, yo entiendo, tú no habla inglés, pero tú hablas español. Yo hablo español un poco. Un poco, sí. Pero muchas gracias por ver el live stream de StreamYard. Mucho gusto, muchas gracias. I don't know if you speak Spanish, though. I'm just assuming. But thank you for muchas gracias all the same. So I'm going to do a repeat of the last 7 to kind of see where things are headed. Cuomo, Comerio, Corozal, Culebra, Dorado, Fajardo, Florida. Repeat. Cuomo, Comerio. I'm always kind of guessing what the pronunciation of that is. Corozal, Culebra, Dorado, Fajardo, Florida. I'm going to repeat again. Cuomo, Comerio, Corozal. Oh, that's not Corozal, that's Florida. Culebra, Dorado, Fajardo to the far right, and Florida. And Florida is below Barceloneta. All right, we're rocking. All righty, looks like we're going again. And I could probably take Nabil's I cannot speak English off of that, can't I? So we're rocking in. All right, it takes some practice. Some people can really lock things in, but even if you know it or you score 100%, it's really good to review. So I'm going to keep reviewing. Cuomo, Comerio. I think it's Comerio. Corozal, Culebra, Dorado, Fajardo, Florida. Cuomo, Comerio, Corozal, Culebra, Dorado, Fajardo, Florida. All right, we're going to do all 28 questions in random order. Let's go. Aguadilla. Juntas. Camoy. Boyamon. Cuomo. Calle. All right. Shoot. Calle. Aguada. Canovanas. Catania. Oh, that's Añasco. Oh, Arroyo is like the little yo-yo. That's what I've been trying to get myself to remember all that. Culebra. Aguas Buenas. Corozal. Dorado. Añasco. This is Añasco. Ciba. Oh, that's Caguas. I know Ciba. Ciba's over here to the right. Ay Bonito. That's Cabo Rojo. Ay Bonito. Ciales. Carolina. Barranquitas. Comorario. Cabo Rojo. Sidra. Caguas. Barceloneta. Arecibo. We cleared it, but I think it would be good to keep going. So we'll see how we do. Rocking and rolling, lifting and loading. So I'm going to hit the repeat button, which is to the right of the go button, because I did clear it. I could go into test mode if I wanted to, but I think I need a little more practice. I'd really like to get a better score than I did yesterday. So we're going to go to repeat. Aguadilla. Juntas. Camoy. Bayamon. Cuomo. Calle. Okay. It's none of these. I am blanking on it. This is Ciales. That's Aguas Buenas. Caguas. All right. Calle. All right. I got to remember Calle. Aguada. Canovanas. Fajardo. Catania. Little Yo-Yo. Floria. It's Arroyo, but I call it Little Yo-Yo because it helps me. Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. Dorado. Añasco. Ciba. Ay Bonito. Little pretty one down there. Ciales. Carolina. Barranquitas. The Beard. Comorio. Cabo Rojo. Sidra. 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 Caguas. This is Caguas. Barceloneta and Arecibo. All right, so I have to repeat it, but I'm hoping that the ones that I'm struggling with kind of stick in my head. So let's keep trying. Arroyo. Comorio. Corozal. Canovanas. Corovanas. Okay. Ay Bonito. Dorado. Camoy. Arecibo. Aguas Buenas. Añasco. Barceloneta. Carolina. Aguada. Cabo Rojo. Aguadilla. Sidra. Fajardo. Cuomo. Ciales. Catania. Calle. Boyamon. Oh, that's Boyamon. I did get that confused. And I know that. I know that. Caguas. This is Caguas. Culebra, Florida, Barranquitas. All right, I'm going to do one more repeat of that just to see how I can do. Oh, I do not speak Indonesian, so I'm sorry, Nabil. I can't do that. But thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I can speak a tiny bit of Spanish and English, but not Indonesian. I don't speak Indonesian. But thanks for watching. This is clickandlearn.fun. Hope you enjoy the games, or even just watching. We appreciate you being here very much. Arroyo, Como el Rio, Corozal, Ay Bonito, Dorado, Camoy, Arecibo, Aguas Buenas, Añasco, Barceloneta, Carolina, Aguada, Cabo Rojo, Aguadilla, Sidra, Fajardo, Cuomo, Ciales, Cataño, Calle, Boyamón, Ciba, Juntas, Caguas, Culebra, Florida, Barranquitas. All right, level 5 cleared. All right, this is test mode. The buttons will not disappear. And yesterday I got a 92 and then an 85. The A's kind of tripped me up. So I'm going to try to do my best. When I'm in test mode, the buttons won't disappear after I get the question clicked on. So that makes it a little harder to use the process of elimination to get through what I want to get through. But I do have time to think. I can kind of go through the other answers and state what they are and use process of elimination that way because I'm not timed. And not being timed can be a huge help. Nabil, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know, me, Mark, Dell, and Bob were talking all this week. We met up in Puerto Rico, not just to work together, but also to have fun and see this beautiful area. You know, it's an archipelago, it's an island. It's not part of the United States, and it is part of the United States. So we learned a lot about it, and it's such a beautiful place. But one thing I was thinking about is there's a lot of artificial intelligence out there right now in ways that helps humanity. And we're also being cautious of how an over-reliance on artificial intelligence makes us relinquish our ability to think for ourselves and learn new skills. Click and Learn may be digital, it may be a game, it may be online, but the goal of the game is an enjoyable and efficient way to give you knowledge about topics. It's not you asking it a question and it giving it to you. It's not you putting in your homework and it doing your homework. It gives you the ability to retain information and do things yourself. And that value is irreplaceable. It's such a beautiful thing. And I hope that as humanity continues to set boundaries with AI, learn what it's about, and ethically weigh in on what value it has for society and what it can be used for to benefit people. Yeah, you know, I'm rambling a little bit, but just setting the right boundaries and knowing what exactly it's good for and what things it's kind of harmful for. Click and Learn, you know, sometimes, you know, for the coding process, artificial intelligence can be used, but the principles of it is we want to value human intelligence, real intelligence, and creating games that help people retain information and learn on their own. We want to give power to the people. And while I'm not the greatest memorizer of things, I'm hoping that playing these games helps me get a little better at that. We also talked about how Click and Learn games are almost like going on the treadmill with your brain. And I think I'm a little out of shape, so we should probably work on that a little more often. But Nabil, all the way in Indonesia, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for the kind words. I'm going to go into test mode and see if I can score higher than a 92%. Dive in. Canovanas. Siba. Arroyo. Corozal. Florida. Carolina. Ciales. Aguada. Aguas Buenas. Ay Bonito. Cabo Rojo. Camoy. Como Rio. Aguadilla. Now here's Calle again. We know I've struggled with this one a bit. I believe this is Calle. Culebra off to the side. Bayamon. Arecibo. Añasco. Right here. I have 9 to go. Cuomo. Barceloneta. The Beard. Barranquitas. Mark was the one that suggested that Barranquitas was almost like a little beard and little handlebar mustache, and that's been helping me remember it. So thank you, Mark. Ajuntas. Sidra. This is Sidra. Caguas. This is Caguas. I feel it. I know it. Fajardo. Dorado. Catania. Oh, I wish Bob was here. I did it. I scored 100%. Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Whew. Wow. Okay. I probably could have cut to this screen earlier. But yeah, we got 100%. I said that I would the next day, and I did. And I have to say that strategically, if you're not using the replay and repeat button or repeat the last 7 button, I think it's a good idea strategically to do that when you're playing the games, because when I wasn't doing that, I was just button mashing and it was not sticking whenever I did that. So there's so much going on with that, but it really did help me to repeat the previous 7 questions over and over, even if I did get them all right, just so I had them down pat before I progressed to another level where I was kind of relearning everything. And if you can find the stream from yesterday on our YouTube channel, I was really learning it for the first time. And within the first hour, I was able to get a 92% on 28 municipalities of Puerto Rico. Usually you have to study a little bit more than an hour for a test. But I think that's a pretty efficient amount of time. And I went to bed and got 100% right now, which is pretty cool. And Nabil, you're got another comment here. You know, power to you, Nabil. I know learning another language is very tough, and you might not fully understand what I'm saying because I'm not bilingual enough to be able to speak in your language, but thank you for being here all the same. Good luck learning English. It's connected to a lot of languages. It's borrowed from so many things. It's borrowed from French, it's borrowed from Latin, it's borrowed from Spanish. It's kind of a hodgepodge of a lot of different things that came before. Well, I don't know if French came before English. Don't quote me on that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like Latin is like a father language for many languages, though. But yeah, a lot of things going on. We're hoping to go on a trip today and learn more about the area, see some new places. I'm also a YouTuber called Enterprising Engine 93, and we've joked around that I'm really excited about toy train videos and things. I love kind of like showing things like that. I film Thomas the Tank Engine characters. I write my own scripts based on that world, elaborate on things, make up some stuff, continue things. And there's a voice cast and a score and all this stuff. And it's funny because Click and Learn, it boasts like its best feature we think, is the wide variety of geography games that we have. And geography knowledge and what the games have provided me have helped me to film for my YouTube series. I film entirely outdoors, and knowing more about geography in other towns and states and places has helped me find beautiful locations to film. So, just from a filmmaking perspective, geography has helped me quite a bit. But I'm happy to say that, geography can lead to new friendships. It can lead to finding places that are in line with your hobbies. It helps you to pursue your hobbies and find places that help you pursue your favorite things. And it broadens your horizons too. Sometimes, especially in the wintertime, you're stuck at home more often, and it's not as easy to travel if you can travel. And sometimes when I need a reset or a refresh, even driving 30 minutes to a place or a restaurant or a park that I've never been to before can just kind of make things a little better. It'd be amazing if we could all hop on a plane and go to another country anytime we wanted, but that's not really feasible. But you'd be surprised about what's around you, even close by. I'm amazed that I still discover things in my county, which, is probably a range of 30 to 40 minutes max in any direction. So that's pretty amazing. I'm pretty stoked that this worked out as well as it did. I'm kind of yapping right now, but let me see what the game looks like. We freaking got it. Great. All right. I'm going to check on Bob and just see how he's doing, because I think around 10 o'clock we're going to head out and go on a little adventure. But Nabil, thank you so much for being here today. Good luck with everything that you're doing and for speaking and learning English, learning another language. As I've been going around the country, I'm a little bit guilty that my Spanish knowledge didn't really go beyond high school. But yes, I wish you all nothing but the very best in all things, and we'll see you soon. And I think I'm going to end that stream. Boom.